Howdy, Immortallium here. It's been a while since I've done a big anime haul, and the reason for that is I've been living off the MVM Deal of the Weeks for quite a while now. You know, a lot of the box sets have 26 episodes. I watch 2 episodes a night. That's 13 days. There's one for every week for a while. You know, I didn't buy everything, but you know, it kept me going for a very long time. But I need to catch up on some stuff, as well as to get some stuff that I really wanted, so I did an order. And while that was happening, I went up to Nom-Con and found stuff far better priced than I expected. I'll talk about that more in a while. Not only that, but I went to a Forbidden Planet as well to get some manga. Now, I still have a lot of manga to read from that haul I did before, but you know, if I can find something for a good price, there's no reason for me to say no on it. So anyway, that's how everything's going. So let's get started off. So first of all, let me just discuss Nom-Con quickly first. Nom-Con, last year I came across a great deal, you know, the Black Cat 20 volumes for €40, and I wasn't thinking that I was going to be spending, you know, much money this year because I had my expectations set fairly high from last year. But the Anime Limited booth, it was exceptionally well priced, and you know, as I go through these items, I'll tell you the prices that they were at the Anime Limited booth, but they beat the prices online by a mile. So you know, I was enormously impressed from Anime Limited this year, because last year they were there as well, but they weren't nearly as competitive pricing wise. So you know, I was really impressed by them. That's just something I wanted to point out up in front. So speaking of Anime Limited, a series that every anime fan should watch. I have yet to watch it, but I'm going to be rectifying that soon. And that is, I got all of Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray from Anime Limited. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, let me, as I said, prices. Each one of these was €20. Now consider the fact that the upcoming complete series box set of Cowboy Bebop is like £43 online. You know, already that's, you know, an enormous saving. Not only that, but Andrew Partridge, who you know, is the, you know, head of Anime Limited, he said that apparently the packaging on, you know, the individual box sets is way nicer than the packaging for the complete series box set. So you know, there was no reason for me to say no to these. I mean, I'm really happy, and they look great. So you know, Cowboy Bebop, it's something that I've been meaning to see for a long time, because you know, it's a classic. It's something that, you know, lots of people absolutely love, so I definitely want to give it a go. Next, this, I better just point out, this didn't come from Nom-Con. I ordered this from a website called Basecom. Basically, for a long time, I've had a big issue now with the price of anime on Amazon. You know, it seems a lot higher than it used to be, so, you know, I was quite annoyed at that, and that was putting me off from getting, you know, anime for ages. And I was kind of wondering, would I need to bite the bullet in order to continue certain series? And I came across this website called Base.com, and the prices on Base.com are a lot better than they are on Amazon. Because I live in Ireland, I had to pay shipping on each item, but even including, you know, the shipping, it beat the price that was on Amazon by a huge margin. So you know, Base.com definitely recommend it, particularly if you're from the UK, because Base.com does free shipping in the UK. I wish I was in the UK for that reason, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I am going to catch up with my Naruto. Now, the problem with these box sets is that there's going to be a good bit of filler. Now, this one, I started the first couple of episodes of, I think it's the Konoha history arc, and it seems really dull. So you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy this at all, but, you know, I'll give it a go. I'd be looking forward to these 2 box sets, though, because they're the Kage Summit. And actually, I just played Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 recently. That was the first time I actually became aware of how the Kage Summit kind of went around. Now, there was still, it was only the broad strokes, really, so, you know, there's a lot of details that I'm not particularly, you know, familiar with yet in the Kage Summit. Particularly, the game didn't really elaborate too much on Donzo and his arm, if you know what I mean. So I'd be looking forward to seeing proper explanations for that. And then if we go back to more filler with box set 18. So I've heard better things about the filler in this. than in the Konoha history arc. But even so, people agree that this is worse filler than, you know, those first 3 filler arcs, which are actually pretty decent. I actually liked those filler arcs, the first 3 ones that were in Naruto Shippuden. So, I don't know, I'll just have to see, make an opinion for myself, but it is something that I'm kind of getting a bit worried about, if you know what I mean. Now, this next box set is from the Anime Limited booth, and it's a series that I've heard lots of great things about. It has an amazing opening. I absolutely love the opening for this. And I'm fairly sure I'll enjoy it more than a certain other series that I enjoy the opening of very much. Elemental Delayed. Anyway, it is Last Exile. I've heard really good things about Last Exile. It sounds very intriguing, so I really want to check this out. But for a long time, it's been really pricey. I suspect because of the fact that there's 7 discs. They used the masters from, I think it was ADV, so they had to spread it across 7 discs rather than usual 4. So that drove up the price, I think. So anyway, point is, online, on Amazon, it's about like £33. Anime Limited booth, €20. Yes. I mean, when I saw that, I was absolutely ecstatic. So, you know, again, kudos to Anime Limited. You're going to hear a lot of praising Anime Limited in this video. So I'm sorry if you somehow don't like Anime Limited. Maybe their pricing, I don't know. Their pricing online, I mean, pricing there was fantastic. Anyway, the next ones, this is a series that I've had a bit of a, how can I put it now, a rough patch with. Like, people constantly call this series the best series ever. And I personally do not believe that. Of course, a lot of people told me that I haven't actually got to the good bits yet. But that's not to say that I don't enjoy it. I still do enjoy it. And that is One Piece. Now, this is collections 5 to 7. I got 5 and 6 on the Base.com order for a decent price. But this, collection 7, I actually saw at the Anime Limited booth. And what's quite intriguing about this, again, €20, so very good value, is that this was actually out at the Anime Limited booth before it was actually released online. So I thought that was pretty interesting, just a couple of days, you know, so I thought that was pretty cool. It's out now anyway, so, you know, I'll continue on. I think this finishes off the Alabasta arc, then it moves through some more filler, if I'm correct, and then we start going to Skypiea. So I'll see if my opinion changes. Maybe, you know, my opinion will start to improve, possibly, on this series. Again, I just want to point out, it's not that I don't like One Piece. It's just that people set my bar really high for it. And, you know, so far it hasn't met it. But, you know, I am still enjoying One Piece, and that's why I'm continuing to buy it. I mean, I wouldn't be spending money on One Piece if I didn't enjoy it. Anyway, next series, I also got from Base.com. And this is a series that is hailed as one of the great recent anime, and that is Steins Gate. Now, I made a bit of a goof on this. I thought I had ordered the Blu-ray, but in fact I had ordered DVD. I was really shocked when I opened the box and I saw it was a DVD, and I was thinking, did I get my order wrong? I checked my order, and it is for the DVD, so I feel so stupid, because I'm sure this would look really good on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray was a lot pricier and I didn't want to send this back, so I'll just watch it on DVD. That's what I'll do. Anyway, I've heard really good things about this. I wasn't actually aware until recently that it was part of kind of a trilogy, you know, Chaos Head and Robotics Notes. But I haven't heard the best thing about Chaos Head, and Robotics Notes is seen as inferior to Steins Gate, and plus they're not really important, it's just that they share certain themes. Do they share certain themes, or is it just the same creator of the visual novels? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to Steins Gate. I've heard brilliant things about it. So, next one. Oh god, I actually accidentally loosened the disc. One sec. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is another series that I ordered from Base.com, and actually, interestingly, it's an Anime Limited release. You know, a bit odd, I guess, that I got an Anime Limited release, not from the Anime Limited stall, but whatever. I've heard really good things about the series as well, seen as kind of one of the big space western trilogy of anime of the late 1990s, you know, along with Cowboy Bebop and Trigun, and that is Outlaw Star. Now, I've seen the video that a UK Anime Network put up of the menu system and all that, and it is really basic looking, so that is quite a disappointment. But I hear the picture quality is really good. The audio quality is really good. I'm not really sure about the extras. It just says clean opening, clean endings, Japanese TV, DVD and remastered DVD adverts, art gallery. So nothing particularly special when it comes to extras, but this was cheaper than, you know, the normal Anime Limited release, so I think this, you know, that's supposed to reflect it. So anyway, I'll be checking that out. So yeah, I'll be quite interested in that. This next series I actually ordered from America. This series has been hailed as one of the best shonen, you know, action-adventure series of all time. And I've had a particularly big interest in seeing this series since, you know, I'm a particularly big fan of his subsequent work. But it hasn't been released over here. But then I found out that the Blu-ray actually is region encoded A and B, so I can actually play it on my PS3. And that is all 4 seasons of Yu Yu Hakusho. So I now have the complete series of Yu Yu Hakusho. So I'll be looking forward to trying that out. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Hunter x Hunter, so you know, I'm really eager to check out anything that Yoshihiro Togashi, you know, has been in charge of. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Hopefully I won't be disappointed. You know, I don't have as high expectations as I would have thought. I'm kind of expecting to be disappointed by it, just simply because of how much I love Hunter x Hunter. And, you know, the fact that, you know, it's hailed so much. I'm kind of keeping my expectations low, which I think is the best way to go about it. But one thing I want to point out, one thing I want to praise Funimation for this Blu-ray, it's 4:3. You know, this anime was released in the early 1990s, and on the Blu-ray, you know, it is pillar boxed. It is, you know, 4:3, it isn't stretched, you're not losing anything at the top or the bottom, you know, so that's perfect, you know, that's something that I'm really happy with, so kudos, Funimation. Next, I have seen a couple of films and a kind of a more mature retelling of this series. Well, not retelling, I guess a reboot of the series, but I've never actually seen the original. And it's something that I really wanted to check out because, you know, I really did enjoy a lot of the other stuff, even though one of the movies I was kind of iffy on. I found out that, again, I ordered this from America, and it is region free, so I can play it on whatever DVD player I want. So, it is Lupin the Third, the complete first season. I've heard great things about this, not only as an actual series, you know, it involves, you know, Isao Takahata and Hayao Miyazaki, you know, the 2 guys who would help co-found Studio Ghibli. So, you know, they did this before actually setting up Studio Ghibli. But I've also heard brilliant things about the actual presentation. There's a lot of extras on this. Both versions of the Lupin the Third pilot film, extensive notes written and compiled by Reed Nelson, lupinthethird.com, audio commentaries and select episodes by Lupin enthusiasts and experts, essays by Daniel Thomas McInnes, the Ghibli blog, and a wealth of data including weapons, vehicles, song lyrics and more. So I hear that, you know, the extras are really comprehensive on this, which is something that we don't see too often with anime releases. Quite often they're quite bare bones. So, you know, I'm really happy to have this now, and it really does look 1970s. I mean, there's no mistaking the art style, but I'm really looking forward to checking this out. Now, the next one, again, it's a continuation. It's something that I've been really wanting to pick up for a while, and actually, this I want to ask. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone has noticed this, but there's a complete series box set of this out now, which I thought was going to be released in June 2014, but I look up the release date and it says June 2015 now, so I'm really confused as to that. I mean, that seems like an excessively long time. But anyway, I got these all from the Anime Limited you know, booth, and that is the complete second season of Keon. Each one a tenner. So again, complete series box set, you know, the one that's going to be released next June in 2015, oddly enough. I don't know why it's saying that. I think there might be some online retailers that are actually, you know, selling it now, so I don't know what's happening. Is it delayed or is it just a mislabeling? I don't know. Anyway, I got each one for a tenner, and the online, that box set is about £27. So again, an enormous saving, so I'm really happy with that. And since I'd gotten that, I couldn't help but to get the movie, Keon the Movie, which until recently, was the, most attended, or was it the most highest grossing, I don't know, movie based on a late night anime. Got beaten out by the third Puella Magica Magica film. But anyway, I really want to check this out. The only thing that I've heard about this film, is I like the English dub. I prefer to watch it, and I was really happy to hear that even though this has been picked up and released by Sentai Filmworks in America, that they've kept the same dub people, that the same, ADR director, what is his name? I should know it off the top of my head. Tony Oliver, that's it. Anyway, they're all involved, and it's the same dub and all that. But the problem is they go to England, and apparently, when the girls get on the plane, that they're trying to speak English, and apparently in the English dub they chose to simply get the girls to speak broken English and all that, which seems a bit odd considering they're already speaking in English. I don't know how one would have solved that. I remember a similar-ish kind of issue cropping up in Bamboo Blade. But anyway, so I'm really looking forward to checking out this film and checking out the rest of Keon. Again, if you haven't seen my review of it, it's my opinion of the first season is that it's about as good as it can get. It's very funny, it's very charming, it's well animated, has nice characters even if they're not particularly deep. It's about as good as the actual concept will allow it, I personally think. So, that's how I think. Anyway, and next, this is another classic, again from the 1980s. This is a particularly long-running shonen series, and I tried the first season of, its sequel, because a lot of people said, that's a good place to start. But I thought I was missing too much information, so I decided to wait until the actual original was released. So, anyway, it got released, and I'm checking it out now, and that is Dragon Ball. So, this all goes up to episode 57. So, I've already started watching Dragon Ball. I'm just watched 6 episodes of this so far. And so far, I actually do prefer it to Dragon Ball Z. It's amazing how stylistically different it is. Not necessarily from visually, but from, the way that it is. I mean, the fights are, very, comedic. The character interactions are purely comedic. It's very much like an adventure comedy rather than, an action series. So far I'm enjoying it more than I did Dragon Ball Z. It also helps that we kind of get more of a proper character introduction for, all the characters, rather than just being thrown into the mix, as with Dragon Ball Z. So, I'm going to continue it on. I'm enjoying it so far. So far, I wouldn't put it above, One Piece, Bleach, or Naruto. I just want to point out with the Bleach, I've only really watched the Soul Society arc. I kind of stopped after I heard that the anime had been cancelled. I'd only gotten a bit into the Arrancar arc. But yeah, it was weakening. So, I can't make an overall comment on whether or not, Dragon Ball is, better or worse than Bleach. But anyway, so far I'm enjoying Dragon Ball. And of course, actually I better point out that means I do put Dragon Ball above Fairy Tail. I am enjoying it more than Fairy Tail, I'll just say that. Next is a movie that I've really wanted to get. I kind of regret it. They released like a 3-disc edition of this on Amazon, and it was actually decently priced, and I guess I waited too long because now it's unavailable, and what they have up there now is very pricey. I think I checked it up on Basecom as well and it was still pricey, but I got this series for this movie, I should say, for a great deal, and I've already seen this twice, but I absolutely love the hell out of it, and that is Wolf Children. I got this for €15, which I'm really happy to, get, because I absolutely love this film. Also, it comes with some special features, US actor and staff commentary, Japanese, English trailers, international stage greetings, PR video, director's versions, and, promotional videos. So, I'm really happy with this, and I'm actually really looking forward to showing this to my family. I absolutely love this film, and I haven't really met anyone who hasn't really liked this film. Except for, well, that's not to say he didn't like it. BDT87 did a kind of a mini-ish review of Wolf Children, and he just simply said that he thought it was okay, but he didn't really see what the hype was. I don't know. But anyway, I really love this film, and I know a lot of other people really love this film. And that's not to say his opinion's wrong. It is his opinion. So, Anyway. You know, I really love this one, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, sharing it with some other people. I also want to share this with some of my friends as well. And not quite finally for the anime, actually. I was about to say finally for the anime, but there was actually something coming afterwards. I did a review of this game several months back, and I absolutely loved the game. I mean, my review for it was very positive, among the most positive I had for a video game. You know, there were some issues I had with the video game, but overall it was a superb video game. And they made an anime, and I really wanted to check out the anime. But, you know, the prices were always very high, and even when they released them, you know, like just DVDs or just Blu-ray, they were still kind of pricey. But Anime Limited were selling each box set for only €15, so I could not resist Persona 4, the animation. Now, I've heard that this... they're airing a new one now, I think Persona 4 Golden, and all it's really doing is just introducing a new character, and a lot of people are disappointed by it. So I'm not really going to check that out. But anyway, I absolutely loved the story and, you know, the gameplay and everything in Persona 4. So I want to check out how this version is. Now, there are some things I'm very curious about. How are those side stories going to be played? You know, how is you, who was very uninteractive in the video game, which is kind of standard for a lot of older video game protagonists, gonna interact in the actual series? So I am very curious overall. But I'm really happy to have gotten this, and it looks like a beautiful series. I've seen some trailers, and it sounds really Persona 4 as well, and it just I've heard that this is a brilliant adaptation of the actual game, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then the final anime now. This is the actual final anime. This series has been recommended to me, you know, repeatedly over and over again by Archangel Manga. So I decided to pick it up, and that is Mushishi. Now, about this Mushishi, I thought it was region 3, but apparently it's region 1. So I actually had to adjust my DVD player and, you know, make it a region 0. But even so, I had to do that with a DVD player other than my PS3. I looked up the region unlocking in the PS3, and it looked very complicated, so I decided not to, you know, fiddle with that. So I will have to watch this on a TV that I don't usually watch on, but anyway, I've heard really good things about the series, and I am looking forward to checking it out, particularly based on how much Archangel Manga loves this. So, and plus the manga's out of print as well. So, although they have released a sequel now of this, I think, so maybe they'll do a reprint of the manga. Maybe if that gets a release in, you know, the anime gets a release in the West. So we'll just have to see. But anyway, I'm looking forward to checking this out. Again, this looks like a very good series. It sounds quite intriguing. I'm surprised to see that the studio that did this, you know, hasn't really done overly much else. I think they're called Artland. And I looked them up, and I couldn't really recognize much else that they had worked on. So that's surprising, because it looks like a very nice series. So, you know, what can you do? So anyway, that's all the anime that I got. As you can tell, I have a ton of anime to watch now, and I'm not going to stop, you know, getting the MVM Deal of the Weeks as they pop up, as long as it's something I actually want. I think this week's one is Rose and Maiden, and I'm not overly keen on getting that, so I'm going to give that one a skip. Anyway, the manga that I got now. So I was in a Forbidden Planet, as I said, and I decided to pick up some stuff I really wanted. Not only that, but I also picked up some manga at the MCM Expo, some that were very cheap. Obviously the ones at the MCM Expo are used, but, you know, MCM Expo? I just started saying MCM Expo. No, it's Nom-Con. Nom-Con. So anyway, the manga that I picked up at Nom-Con are obviously used. So, let's start off with the Nom-Con ones then, while I'm at it. So first up, we have Volume 2 of Claymore. I already have Volume 1, and I've watched the anime, and, you know, this looks like it's just a kind of, you know, normal... like, the anime seemed to be very loyal to this volume, per se. So, as far as I can tell, I only flicked through it. I haven't actually read this yet, but... anyway, I really want to continue on with Claymore. It was a very good series, all the way up to its really awful ending. So, you know, I think the manga will be far better than the anime, simply based on the fact that it won't have that ending. So, that's how that goes. Next up, we have Volume 5 of Rosario Vampire. Now, Rosario Vampire, I think I already explained in my manga collection video. I bought it based on MP14 Anime's recommendation, and I've read the first 4 volumes, and my overall opinion is that it is good, but it's not anything particularly exceptional. But, you know, there's only 10 volumes, I think, in the first season, so I decided I may as well finish that off, and if it gets good, you know, really good, by the end I'll continue on, and if it just remains at this kind of level of quality, I'll just finish up at volume 10. That's kind of how I go. Again, I'm not enjoying this, but, you know, it's not particularly exceptional, and I do have other priorities. And then, I got volume 25 of Bleach. Bleach, I want to continue on in the manga form, simply because it actually continues on properly. I've also heard really good things about the most recent arc, so I want to catch up. I don't have volume 24, but I thought, you know, since I found this for, like, really cheap, why not get it? You know, that'll save me some money in the future. And the final manga that I got from the actual Nom-Con, I don't have volumes 1 to 3 of this, but it's, you know, these are quite pricey online, so I thought, you know, even though I don't have the first 3 volumes, I may as well get them since they're cheap. That is Gantz. So I now have volumes 4 and 5 of Gantz. I've seen the movies of Gantz, and I really enjoyed the movies. I haven't heard that good things about the anime, though, so... anyway, I want to check out the rest of the manga series, but again, it's Dark Horse, it's very pricey online, but, you know, if I have volumes 4 and 5, it'll save me some money in the future if I happen to get volumes 1 to 3. So, that's just how I go. So that's all the manga I got at the actual con, and finally is the manga I got from Forbidden Planets. So starting off with what, you know, I think is the best thing that I got from, you know, Forbidden Planet. Best as in, you know, the most saved, and, you know, the thing that has me most excited, and that is volumes 2 to 4, what am I saying, 2 to 4 of Bunny Drop. Now, I just want to point something out about Bunny Drop. I've heard that it gets weird at some point, like either volume 5 or 6 or something like that. So as far as I can tell, this seems to still be in the safe zone, you know, before it gets weird. But I really enjoyed that first volume of Bunny Drop. You know, I was very impressed with the art, I was very impressed with the characters, I was very impressed with the storytelling, and I'm really looking forward to it. MVM are actually going to release the anime of it soon, which I'm really happy about, so, you know, I'd love to pick that up. Anyway, yeah, so I'm really happy with this, and these look really nice, you know, they're in the much bigger size, I guess because the fact they're josei, meant for adult reading. Anyway, so I'm really excited about that, and I got these cheaper than I would get them online. I also got the volume 18 of Soul Eater. I actually read this already, and you know, it's a good volume. There was a few bits that I was a bit kind of, you know, questioning. Again, Maka, she seems to face a kind of, you know, a crisis of confidence every so often, like quite rapidly. So, you know, I always find that a bit annoying about her now. Like, I think she's really cool when she, you know, actually gets her act together, but she's constantly berating herself all the time, which I find really annoying. Also, I'm a bit confused about one thing. I mean, there's this lust race, and for anyone who doesn't know what that means, let's just say that it makes an interesting revelation about who the perviest character of the Soul Eater group is, which I find a bit odd. I mean, I get that it is quite funny because it's really unexpected, but I don't really see them acting like pervs at all, so I do find that a bit surprising. I don't really think it adds anything to the character. It seems contradictory, so, you know, that just confuses me, and I don't really, I think it just annoys me. That's the best way to put it. But overall, Soul Eater I'm still enjoying, and I'm looking forward to getting more volumes of the manga. The price seems to have gone up on this, although I know Yen Press are having some issues right now as part of the big Hatchet group, so we'll have to see. Speaking of Yen Press, I got a lot of Yen Press, come to think about it. I guess because, you know, Yen Press is more pricey online. I got volumes 7 to 9 of Black Butler. Now, from what I hear, volume 9 and onwards is where Black Butler really starts getting good. I'm already enjoying Black Butler. Again, I think it's good, not exceptionally good, but it is good. You know, very clean artwork, nice characters, etc., etc. But here, 9 onwards is where it's really at. So, you know, I'll just continue on with this, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I am looking forward to seeing if it actually does get that big quality boost that people talk about. This Volume 3 of Millennium Snow, I got simply because, you know, it was there. And I'm not sure if I'll read, you know, I've only read Volume 1 of Millennium Snow. I have Volume 2, and now I have Volume 3. Volume 4, I think, is going to be released in November or something. And that's the final volume. So I'm wondering, should I just wait until I get that final volume in November, then I can read Volumes 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, read the whole thing through. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. I guess it depends on if I'm in the mood to read Millennium Snow. But the one thing I want to point out is the artwork looks a lot cleaner and crisper in this volume. I guess as you can expect. She did the first 2 volumes of Millennium Snow, you know, near the beginning of her manga career. She then went off, did all of, like, Ouran High School Host Club. And then she came back to continue this on. So, of course, there's going to be an artistic improvement. Let's see what the story's like. You know, if that has improved as well. And finally, another series that I've been meaning to continue on for a while, although since this series is on hiatus, and it's been on hiatus for quite a while, it isn't necessarily a big priority for me to catch up on, and that is Nana. I got volumes 3 to 6 of Nana. I read the first 2 volumes. I've been enormously impressed by Nana so far, so I'm really looking forward to that. Something that's got me curious, though. Volumes 3 to 4, you know, the covers are perfectly normal. But then volumes 5 and 6, they mention mature content. Now, the odd thing is I look at the back and the age ratings are the same. All 4 of these volumes are for older teens, so I don't know. It just seems a bit odd that this, you know, gets mature content, yet it's older teens. Because I do know that this have a mature label. I don't know if that's because they can't really change the label, although I do recall there was some series, I can't remember what series, but it started out something like teen and became older teen. I'm not sure which series from them. Anyway, that's everything I got. So, you know, I have a ton of anime to watch now, and I've also gotten some, you know, manga that I needed to get anyway, so... you know, tell me what you think of this haul. Tell me, you know, what you think is the most exciting thing, you know, I got, and, you know, if anything I said you feel like you can add to, etc, etc. And, yeah, so, thank you. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and bye-bye.